Hi, everybody. My name's Catherine. I'm an NLP trainer. And tonight, what I want to share with you is part one in a four-part video series that I'm going to be doing on solving problems in your business. Now, it doesn't matter what problem that you have, whether it's cash flow, marketing, lead generation, time, whatever it is that you think is a problem, I can almost guarantee that we can solve that problem for you. In fact, I can promise you that if you follow this formula and you work through the steps and you do exactly what I'm telling you to do and showing you that it's possible, that almost any problem in your business can be solved simply by following this formula. So, step one, decide that you want to actually let go of this problem. And it really is a conscious decision not to hold on to a problem anymore, because problems are like cancer in our business. The more problems that we have, or the more we identify with a particular problem, the bigger it becomes. It's like this giant virus in our business. And the more time, energy, and the more we talk about it, the bigger the problem seems to become. So, what I want to share with you is a way that you can start killing off this particular virus, breaking it down, making it into smaller chunks, smaller, more manageable steps, and really start to move forward and look at the real truth of where you are and how to actually let go of that problem. So it's not a problem anymore for you, and you can actually start living, achieving, and reaching the goals that you've set out for yourself in business. Because none of us really get into business to have more problems. And even though this is true for many small business owners, the outcome that we're looking for is much larger than we want our problems to be. Otherwise, why do it? Because it's stressful enough as it is, trying to go out there and create something on your own. You don't need to deal with the problems and challenges that most small businesses do if you follow this formula. So if this video is for you, it's for the type of people who are honestly ready to let go of their problems, move forward, and start reaching and achieving the goals that they've set out for themselves. So I want to ask you a question. When did you decide that you had this particular problem? Now, have a think about that question for a second. When did you decide that you actually had a problem? When did you decide that you had a problem with your marketing? When did you decide that you had a problem with lead generation? When did you decide that you had a problem with sales? When did you decide that you had a problem with your employees? Whatever it is, when did you consciously make that decision that it was a problem? The reason I say this, because a problem is very different to a challenge. A problem is very different to a hurdle. A problem is very different to anything. It's like this giant sticky label that we've put on to say, it's there, I have this problem, and it's created this roadblock for me. The more time and energy I give this problem, the bigger it becomes. And don't get me wrong, I've been there, hand on heart. I can honestly say that I have used problems as a way to keep me safe, or what I thought was safe in my business, from actually looking at some other areas that I needed to work on, or keep me in one position long enough in order for me to feel comfortable enough to move forward. So problems do serve us in some ways. They do keep us safe in our business. And I know that might sound silly, but trust me, it's true. They can keep us from growing. They can keep us out from that tall poppy syndrome that we do have here in Australia. Because if you've got these problems, then you're not necessarily standing out from friends, family, your social circle, from your competitors, whoever it is that you're trying to stay in rapport with or connected to. So having a problem can keep you safe, can keep you within the status quo and not reaching too high for the fear that people are going to cut us down. Now, I challenge you. I said a challenge. Yes, I said challenge, no problem. I challenge you to stand up, to show how bright, brilliant, and amazing you really are. to showcase to the world, to showcase to everybody around you that even though you are growing and you might be growing and outgrowing some friends, some family, some other people, that this is important to you. You've obviously got into your particular business, whatever niche you're in, whatever type of service you're in, for a reason. And that the more you grow, the more impact that you're going to have. So I want to ask you, when did you consciously decide that you had a problem or this particular problem in your business? And you can apply this to any area of your business. When did you decide that it was a problem? And some of you might be saying, because I know that I would say it to myself or that other people have said it to me, it's just like, well, I didn't decide, it just was a problem. But you decided at some point that it wasn't a challenge, it wasn't a hurdle, it wasn't a roadblock, it wasn't something that you could overcome, it was a problem. You put this giant sticky label over it, and the more energy, time, and focus you give and say, well, I can't move forward, I can't do anymore because I have this problem, then it's keeping you stuck. And if you no longer want to stay there, then you need to decide and have a think about when you decided that this was actually a problem for you. So that's step one. So have a think about it. Have a real good, honest think about it. Ask yourself that question. Write it down. Write several things down, and you'll be surprised at what actually comes out. So part two, we're going to have a look at the next step in the process, and it will be very interesting, and you will start to see this formula coming together as we do progress through these videos. But right now, I just want to give you that piece of information. So I honestly hope that you take the time, you invest in yourself, and you do this for you and for your business. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Again, my name's Catherine. I'm an NLP trainer, and I look forward to helping you grow your business. Take care.